is Monday, June 12th at 5:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and everyone watching on the West Coast, where the native rocket launch is happening today, um, that would. Oh wait, I forgot to adjust something in OBS. Sorry guys, I forgot to fix this resolution, but it's fine. No, it's not. Whatevs. We're just gonna have to cut off the bottom for today. No, we're not.
Hey,
We're gonna
Calvin,
have to.
can you turn up your microphone audio?
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Well, that's as loud as it says it goes. Anyway, sorry guys, you're gonna have to just not see the top of my screen today. It's fine. There's nothing important up there. I'll have to mess around with my resolution later, maters. But anyway, for those of you on the West Coast, it is currently 2:07 p.m. I'm sorry that my screen is so cut off, but yeah. So if Sebastian, our new every other streamer so member, wants to start reading the slideshow, that would be awesome. Sebastian?
Okay. Here, wait.
No worries.
The Falcon 9 informative slideshow. The Falcon 9 measures at 230 feet slash 70 meters tall, with 2 stages. The Falcon 9 has 9 sea levels, Merlin engines on the first stage, and one vacuum Merlin engine on the second stage. The Falcon 9 has over 200 flights, and counting, being SpaceX's main workhorse rocket. One of the ways to get the booster back to safely is returning it to the launch site, aka RTLS, landing as seen here. Another way of recovering the booster is a downrange drone ship landing as seen in the diagram here. Thanks for listening to our presentation. The show will start soon.
Here, guys, you can still hear me, but I'm gonna cut screens real quick so I can try and mess with OBS. No, well, okay, you're gonna have to see me messing around with it. I'm sorry, it keeps getting weird, but why won't it let me change it? Video output is currently active. It just let me change it 2 seconds ago. It'll be fine. I can fix this. It's fine. We'll just deal with it for now. I'm sorry that y'all can't see the top of my screen. It's gonna have to be like this for today, but I swear I will try and fix this as soon as possible. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Thanks for telling me that. Anyway, sorry for that little hiccup. We are now just waiting for SpaceX to pick up. I should mention that today we are doing an RTLS landing, and I'm not sure what the weather looks like for the launch today, so I shall search that up on my secret second screen. Oi. Oi. Oi! Cheeky little SpaceX. Alright, Chase may not be able to be a part of this because they pushed it back to 5:35. So, yeah.
I guess it's like you and me.
Yeah, unless Chase can somehow pull it off. He said he would have to go soon, though. Chase is probably punching the air right now. Hello, Chase, you there?
Yes. There's just background noise.
Um, so did you hear what I said?
Hmm?
So they pushed it back to 5:35. Punches the air.
Bruh.
Where am I? What am I? I'm trying to find the weather and I can't find it. What? What? Why won't you tell me the weather? You know what? I'm fed up. I'm just gonna put it on the Transporter 8 Mission Control audio. So if they say anything, you'll hear it over the loops. As soon as I get some more information, I will tell you about it. But since their stream isn't going to be up, oh, I have another reliable source. Let's see if NASA Spaceflight canceled their stream because usually they're faster than everyone else. Did NASA Spaceflight even have a stream? Apparently not. Alright, this is just a bunch of unholy confusion. ... I hope everything is still set for launch today. But I guess I could tell you some more facts about random miscellaneous things. So, first off, the booster flying the thing into space today is B1071-9, which basically means it. Well, the dash 9 means it's flown for 9 times before with an 87.9 day turnaround time. And B1071 is its just serial number, which I can tell you because it's public stuff. So, B1071 has previously supported NROL 87, NROL 85, SARA 1.
Oh, Discord.
I remember SARA 1. Anyway, Starlink Group 32, Starlink Group 429, Starlink, or no, SWAT, the SWAT mission, Starlink Group 26, and Starlink Group 28.
One of our
Today,
members. Well, go on. Go on.
Today the landing method for the booster is RTLS.
Guys, one of our members just left, which is Chase. So, yeah, sorry.
Did he?
One of our members just left.
Sorry, did he leave the call? Or
Yeah,
SMT?
Chase left the call.
Okay. Yep, it's just a two-man band from now on. So let's continue to listen in and see what SpaceX has to say.
SpaceX.
1080p pixely model of rocket. I love that. I hear Ivan. Was that Ivan? Did I hear him scream in the background?
Stage 2,
Yes.
OP1 load.
Did the people hear it?
Yeah. Wait. Sebastian. Why do I hear SpaceX? Why do I hear SpaceX from my computer's speakers, but you from my
What happened? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mom is calling me.
My microphone just had a complete seizure. 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 Man, oh man, oh my gosh, no way. I did not, oh my god, no way. Anyway, Sebastian, can you hear me? No, he can't. Why does Discord always do this to me?
Callan, what's going on?
Sorry, I finally fixed everything. I was trying to connect my AirPods and then Discord didn't like that and OBS didn't like it, but is Sebastian still in the call? Can y'all hear me?
He's muted, and I can hear you.
Alright, so everything is set. I'm not going to mess with anything. I'm not going to take out my AirPods. I'm not going to do anything.
We're not. No, we're not. No, we can't.
Okay.
Hi. Okay. Hi. Okay. Hi.
Can stay on the thing. Stay
All right.
on the
So
thing.
I can be on.
Stay
All right.
I hear that.
I know you do.
And it echoes.
I know.
Oh, I know why. They're getting their oh. Oh. Oh.
What?
Okay. Audios. Method. Okay, display, whatever.
Why was it pushback?
Okay, why don't you listen to the display? Right. Let's just say I put something random on.
Now, this isn't scientific, but I did a poll
Okay,
around
it
New
works.
York, and what
Now
people
stop.
believed about
Stop over-obsessizing, or whatever, because you think you're going insane.
And Sebastian just left the call, so it looks like it'll only be 2 people. And Sebastian just left the call, so it looks.
Alright.
No, why is there echo?
No, that was me. I was just trying to test it. Because I have zero
Wait,
faith.
is this all live, or did you stop it?
Yeah, it's all live. I have zero faith in OBS right now. I'm sorry, guys.
You should probably just turn off the stream until it's like about the time.
No, it's fine. It should be starting in like a minute anyway. If they start like 15 minutes before the launch, and the launch is at 5:35. Yeah, they should start it like now. Like what? Huh? Whatever. I'm not gonna
Did they-
question it.
What happened?
It says there's less than 14 minutes, even though it should be over 15 until 5:35. Chase, can you just watch the stream to make sure everything sounds yokum?
Yeah, I'll look.
Yelzabai. Budaba. 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 Demon Soul first video.
Okay, so I'm not sure if it's going well because I see gray screen
No, that's
unless you
that's
made it
fine.
like that.
That's fine. Do you hear us though?
Yes.
Perfect.
All right, we're good.
SpaceX. Let's see if Twitter has anything to say. Sometimes Elon Musk updates Twitter first. I'm checking all grounds like over excessively. The last thing I heard from the mission control audio was stage 2 LOX load. Or RP1 load. 235 for transporter 8. The last they said was, yeah, 2:35 p.m. PT. For us, that equates to 5:35 PT. Or not, ET, EST, whatever. PTE, BTET, EST, whatever it's called.
Are they not live yet?
No. Grace.
For some reason, no. I can hear your parents. Science show piano. Come on, SpaceX. We're waiting on you, buddy. You can do it. Start your stream. Yeah, you can do it. You can start your stream. Aw, you can start your stream.
When you were
Oh my god, they started it.
Okay.
You can start your stream, and they start it.
All right, make sure you put the screen back.
Sorry guys, there were so many technical difficulties. I just like re-downloaded OBS and not everything is on point. And usually in our videos it's a lot smoother through the power of editing. Starship. Everyone was so excited when Starship lifted off.
So SpaceX started their stream, right?
Yeah, do you not see it?
No, I do, but I'm on the Discord screen right now.
Well, look at Steve. It's been way too long on this break, guys.
It's launch trajectory countdown net. Pad is clear.
10, 9, 8.
Launch auto sequence has
7,
started.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Go for launch.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Stage separation confirmed. Dragon, separation confirmed. Stage 1 is transonic. Landing legs have deployed. And Falcon 9 has landed.
Welcome to the webcast for the Transporter 8 mission. SpaceX.
Nobody asked Jesse. Alright, so there you can see Falcon 9 somehow without a bunch of fog, as some of you have seen in Vandenberg before, standing on SLC 4 East, awaiting liftoff at around 5:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, also known as 2:35 p.m. Pacific Time. As you do know, for people who have watched SpaceX streams and our streams before, we are approaching engine chill, which is where they take some of that really, really cold propellant and put a little bit in the engines. Because we do know that engines get hot, but certain parts get cold, like minus 200 degrees cold. So, what they do is... Huh? You said something.
I can't.
Anyway... Minus 200 degrees cold. So yeah, we want to avoid them getting thermally shocked. So we put a little bit of those super cold propellants at a time before we put, or before like all the engines ignite and all the fuel goes through it. Okay, finally got that over with. So on my screen you can see I can't do this right. The first stage covered in frost and soot, respectively. Not respectively. They're just layered on top of each other. And the inner stage, which connects this first and second stage. I've been over this a million times. And the second stage. And the fairings. The fairings protect the satellite. The second stage, after it's out of the atmosphere, pushes it to orbit. The inner stage separates the two things. The first stage boosted it out of the atmosphere and lands back on land or in a drone ship, or just, if they really need to, crashes in the ocean. Those landing legs you can kind of see next to the soot allow it to, land. And all this pad infrastructure that you could have seen is like for water deluge, fueling, and other miscellaneous things. For a second, I thought the timer froze, and I had, like, a big, just, like, bone chill go right around my spine. I was like, no.
Oof, Callan.
Dylan, you're in the call?
Only for 3 seconds. And also, if you're talking to anybody, nobody's here.
Sebastian left?
Yep.
Well, it looks like it's just me for this launch, unless Dylan wants to join in.
Wait. Look at my new desk.
I cannot. I am streaming right now.
Like live?
So it looks like I'm solely doing this. So bye, Dylan. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, fun.
On your screen, you can see the landing pad, which is LZ4, which the booster will land at today. Also, Strongback retract has started. the strong back is this thing basically hugging the rocket right now. It opens up and retracts back to launch position. Well, in Vandenberg it goes to launch position, but on the East Coast they do it a little bit differently. On the East Coast, they only oh, and there you can see some pictures of their first landings on land and water, respectively. But what I was going to say is, on the East Coast, they only really retract the thing back about 2.8 degrees initially during strong back retract. I'm not sure how accurate that is. I just heard it once. Like, they never call out how far it was supposed to retract back on the East Coast. Like, of course, on this thing, it retracts to launch position, like I just said. But on the East Coast, they only once said what angle it was at, and I heard 88.2, so I was just thinking 2.8 degrees if it was originally at 90 degrees. And if anyone is tuning in live, thank you. I don't think anyone is, but I know people like to watch these things after launch, which we do thank you for. If you would like to support our channel, just subscribe. That is all we can ask you for now. If not, then just continue watching. But remember, subscribing is free. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, we are about 2 minutes away from launch, per schedule. Hopefully everything goes well. At startup, I'm going to leave you with the mission control audio for a few seconds to see if they say go for launch or not. And it looks like Chase wants to get back on a call. Oh my god, can he make up his mind? Okay. Oh, and he can't. Like, he was, like, talking about the call, and then he was like, oh, wait, I can't. Oh, whatever. So, there you can see the final purging of explosive gases. They mix it with a little bit of non-explosive not hydrogen. Nitrogen. Hydrogen is very explosive. But they purge it out so that it doesn't cause a big boom on liftoff. And I'm going to leave you to hear if they say scrub or nah.
Falcon 9 is in startup.
And we just heard the call out that Falcon 9 is now in startup, meaning that both stages are now beginning to pressurize for launch, and the flight computers have taken over. We're now waiting for a final go for launch from our launch director.
LD is go for launch.
And there you heard it, folks. Go for launch. That is relatively the final, bit of yay from them. Of course, they can hold it up to T-minus 10 seconds, but that usually means everything is fine. There is going to be no holding today. After 10 seconds, only the computers can scrub. Get ready for terminal count. T-minus 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ignition, and a liftoff of Falcon 9 carrying Transporter 8. And I would leave you with their audio, but I think it's kind of poor.
Stage 1 propulsion is nominal.
It's kind of bad. And you can see it cleared the tower, obviously. It punched through the cloud layer, and it is now rotating to align to the azimuth. And you can see it's already pitching over, because to go to space, you have to go up, and to stay in space, aka orbit, you have to go sideways really, really fast. Blue Origin. And you can see it broke through the sound barrier. That's very rare that it actually makes a cone around the rocket like that. But it is approaching maximum aerodynamic pressure, also known as max Q, which is where the most like force on the vehicle is experienced. Oh my god, too many Discord notifications. Alright. So we are coming upon MECO, which is main engine cutoff, stage separation, and stage 1 boost back. MECO, main engine cutoff, as I just said, is where the first stage shuts down all 9 of its sea-level Merlin engines and prepares to separate from the second stage. The boost back is where the Falcon 9 first stage flips over in like when it's doing an RTLS landing and turns like completely around 180 degrees and fires its engines, making it reverse its horizontal velocity, because right now, and MECO and stage sep, but by now it's usually about, as you can see, about roughly flat. So now it's turning around, beginning its boost back to Cape Canaveral. I don't have enough time to explain things during launch. And you can see the shortened MVAC nozzle on the second stage because they like to save material, and the less power that's needed, just use the less material. It's simple. And the boost back burn is going quite fast, as you can see on the right or the left hand side of your screen. And fairing separation confirmed. As I said earlier, if you did not pay attention, or of course because nobody's watching this right now, if you skip to this part of the quote-unquote video, you could hear, or I said earlier that those are what protects the satellites during launch. But now that they are out of the atmosphere, at least adequately enough, there are still atmospheric particles, but they're out of it adequately enough that they do not need those basically shells to protect them anymore. And you can see the boost back burn has shut down, and they are like it's reorienting itself towards the atmosphere. There are things, bits and bobs falling off the rocket that you sometimes see. Those aren't UFOs, people. They're solid bits of ice that usually fall off the rocket during high energy events. Today's mission marks this 232nd Falcon 9 launch and 167th Falcon 9 flight with a flight-proven booster. And today, once this booster lands, it will be the 200th booster landing from SpaceX and 126th consecutive landing. Back in 2021, before Cadence was as much as it is now, they had one problem where basically because there's such thing as ITAR, they couldn't explain exactly what happened, and they just don't want to give away their secrets to how they build Falcon 9. But ITAR is basically, you can't say how rockets are built in depth because they're technically guided missiles. That stutter was perfectly timed. It was meant to happen. Anyways, they basically said, and I quote, "A little bit of hot gas got where we didn't want it to in the engine area and caused one of the engines to shut down during the entry burn," or something like that. Or one of the engines didn't produce enough power, so they just did a one engine entry burn, and that wasn't adequate enough. And it is important to note now that they do 3 engine entry burns, not 1 engine entry burns, to really slow it down. Well, sometimes they do 1 engine entry burns. We'll see what they do. The only time I've ever seen them do it is during Axiom 2, which was like 2 launches ago, not really. But it was because they were testing out bringing a booster back to land during a crew launch, which is usually a big no-no. And they had to like barely milk it because it was such a high performance mission that they like had to milk it to its last bit of performance. And we are coming upon the entry burn startup. And stage 1 entry burn startup. 1 engine? Are they just gonna do 1 entire engine? Okay. Yeah, I would figure they would do 1 engine. Because it's such a high performance mission. And let me guess, they're going to do a 3 engine landing burn just to save fuel. That is very rare that they do a 3 engine landing burn, but it looks like it's about to crash. And then they just slam on the brakes. Even though it's more efficient, it's much more dangerous. Plus, even on 1 engine at minimum throttle out of the 9 engines during this stage of flight, they don't have enough fuel. So, it like if they don't time it perfectly, it will just go back up. And I say that because, like, even on minimum throttle, which is around 40% of maximum power, like, it'll just go back up. And they can't really just turn it off and turn it back on. It's not that simple. Alright, looks like they're going to try and do a 3 engine. No, they're not. Yes, they are. Wait, what? Yep, that's a 3 engine landing burn? I'm sorry I'm so confused today, guys. But at least it's a little bit better to be fun instead of professional. Landing leg deploy. And Falcon 9 has landed at LZ4. That was a very, very, edgy thing. One of the landing legs really didn't want to come out for a second, if you could see there. And after SECO, which is second engine cutoff, I'm going to leave because I have an event to go to, and I'm really cutting close on time. Second engine cutoff 1. Alright. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thanks y'all for tuning in to today's mission. I hope y'all enjoyed. And I'm sorry that the top of the screen got cut off. I'll have to mess with that sometime soon. But, as always, have fun. Stay alive. Buckle your seatbelts. I know that's kind of still stealing from someone else's intros or outros. But really, though, goodbye. We love you. Not like that. We love you.